What's up, YouTube? Today we are out at Staunton State Park, just outside Conifer, Colorado. I am attempting to do, I forgot what the name of the loop is. It's like an Overlook hike. It's a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be like 50 degrees. There's a little bit of wind. I started off the hike with some extra clothes, but then I immediately shed them because it's just so hot. It is January 4th. That's the view in the background we're looking at. Pretty cool landscape out here. Yeah, just felt like I needed to get outside and get some peace of mind. I got some water, Gatorade, pretzels, a banana, and that's it. I started my hike around 9:40 a.m. and it's already just this nice out, which is absurd. Shouldn't be super long of a hike, but yeah, just thought it'd be fun to document. Realize I haven't really been making videos anymore. Life has just been busy. But here we are, out at Staunton State Park. It's just unreal. It's a super gorgeous day. And that's the parking lot I was at. You can see down there. I'll zoom in. That's where I was. This landscape is just unreal. Okay, so looking at the map, I'm attempting to do Scout Line Trail right here, and then connect it with Elk Falls, and this is the Elk Falls Overlook. I believe this is like this massive boulder that you can see when you're driving into the park. It just looks so sick, and I'm hoping that the view at the top will be worthwhile. Thing about these high elevation Denver hikes, you know, up here I'm at like 8,000 plus feet, heading toward 9,000. You get dehydrated really fast. You gotta prep with a lot of water. Make sure you pack enough water. It's just so dry in Denver. Your body gets cooked a lot faster. Luckily for me though, I did drink a whole 32 ounce before I left. And then I have 2 32 ounces packed with me, and a Gatorade as well. So, should be all set as far as hydration goes. We're getting there. I don't think I made it to the top, but this overlook is pretty epic. It's awesome. So a lot of that is like residential area. People like live there, and then it's just at the edge of the park. And then the park itself kind of extends that way. All these rocks are pretty good climbing structures. The ones in the background there, there's like a whole big rock face that a bunch of people will go and climb. At some point I think I'd like to make it out there, but gotta get my bouldering skills up first. And also find people who do that. I also need to lose some weight, because I used to weigh a lot less when I was climbing. My shoulder is also messed up. Healing a lot of injuries here. Okay, still on SL it looks like. Little trail marker. SL. Much windier coming out of the forest. Now that we're kind of on the top of the ridge, the wind is a lot more intense because it's just whipping over the side of the ridge and feeling the full brunt of it. It's blowing a little bit of dust as well. I'm even kind of having to hold my hat. You can hear it. Super loud. Woo. Check this out. Greeted with another wonderful view. Oh man. The mountains in the distance. It's just gorgeous. wind is absolutely killer though. That doesn't matter. Absolutely killer. I'm gonna put on my jacket. I think it's not very wise to try and brave it. You know, they call it a windbreaker for a reason. My body temperature fluctuates a lot, so I always try and stay ahead of getting too hot or too cold. Years ago with Alex, I was climbing Mount Hood, and I actually got hypothermia because I wasn't really aware of how much I was sweating and how I needed to drink water. You should always be aware of your body when you're hiking. And don't try and be a macho man. Just take 5 and take off your jacket or put on your jacket. Control your sweat, especially if you're a big person like me. I also want to say that wind can be incredibly deceiving. That time that I got hypothermia, it was due to a lot of things, but wind was definitely one of them. Just coming out of the tent, it was about 15 degrees, I want to say. And then we had an additional wind chill, so it was making it quite cold. Water bottles froze, body froze. Wind gets up and underneath your skin. It's gonna make you cold a lot faster. Like even today, it's a super dry day. The sun is shining, it's beautiful out. But this wind is quite chilly. And if you're not prepared for it, it might smoke you. Alrighty folks, I'm still headed in the westward direction. The wind is a little bit calmer now that I'm in the trees a bit more. Still occasionally a powerful gust whips in. Yeah, about 1.5 miles in. I stopped recording on my watch on my phone for half a second. I accidentally turned it off, so now it's not completely accurate, but I think we're about 1.5 miles in. Feeling good and healthy. It's just nice to be outside, honestly. Saw some runners go by, a couple of middle-aged gentlemen that were out here running. After I kill some of the water in my backpack, I might consider running back. I mean, honestly, my priority is not really exercise, it's more just being outside. But TBD, I might get a wild hair and decide to book it. First sign of snow. Some snow. Yeah, just a unbelievable day for January in Conifer, Colorado at 8,000 plus feet. It should not be this nice. There should be snow everywhere. But it's been a particularly warm year. So who knows what's going on. I did want to talk about the reason I'm making this video is last night I was just sitting at my computer and started watching Outdoor Boys. If you guys aren't familiar with this gentleman, he became a YouTube sensation as far as like survival outdoor videos goes, and then he just got off the map. He became famous, and then became too famous and started affecting his life and his family. He has some really good content though, but I watched one of his videos and it was just very comforting, and it was also like inspiring to just go outside. I was like, man, I miss being outside. And it used to be oh hey, what's up, woodpecker? I don't know if you can hear that. I think that's a woodpecker or some type of bird. Chat, let me know what bird that was. Yeah, anyway, it's just the realization that you do have influence, you do have power to inspire people, and you can help people. And I think since moving out to Colorado, I've had a harder time with that. I think I kind of shut myself in a bit. I've also just been so busy. I've been working like, last couple weeks were 47-hour weeks, which yeah, it's not that much, that's normal, whatever, but it is a lot. It takes up a lot of your time and energy, and my commute's like, 40 minutes, so it's another 1.5 hours of my day, and just been kind of hitting the gym and you know, doing my thing and whatever, and going to work, and time passes by really fast. And I think start of the new year as well, you start to remember those things that are really important to you. And being outside has always been something that has been important to me. I think equally so, just expressing myself and using creation as a means to understand yourself and grow and develop. You know, you can make videos and you can talk about stuff and you can get it off your chest as much as you're comfortable with sharing with the internet. Obviously we can't talk about everything that's going on, but yeah. Oh wow, check it out. Marmot Passage. Heck yeah. I think this is the fork in the road. I have to check my map to see where I go next. I'm pretty sure I want to go to Elk Falls Pond. Elk Falls Pond is 2 more miles? Holy cow. Did not realize that. Elk Falls Pond, 2 more miles. Staunton Ranch Trail, 0.5. All right, folks, checking the map. All right, I am now on the Marmot Passage Trail. I did 1.5 miles, so I got 2 more miles on this to get to the Elk Falls Pond? The Elk Falls Pond, I think. Yeah. I think that's gonna be a temporary goal. If I get there and I feel really good, I might hit the Overlook. I really kind of want to see the Overlook. I think that's what I'm shooting for, but TBD. Just play it by ear. I still have all my water and plenty of snacks, so I'm doing good, honestly. I wanted to continue to talk about what I was talking about, where I used to love to create, to try and inspire people and motivate people, and I felt like part of that was my purpose, was just to like get people fired up about life, because I really do love my life and thought it would be a good mission. I do think that since moving out here though, I gained a certain level of like uncertainty again, and I've been battling with that uncertainty of like, is this right? You know? I think that's a dangerous route though, because it's like nobody knows. Nobody knows what's right. You know, we're all guessing. We're all hoping that we're doing the right thing and that we're on a healthy, good path. I think it's important to just be present and enjoy where you are when you're there. You know, I was talking to myself on the way up here, on the drive up, realizing like I do have a lot of options and I could, you know, essentially do anything I want with my life, and that's pretty overwhelming, but it's also like a great reason to be happy with whatever it is you are doing, you know, because you're there, you're present. And you know, when we think too much about the past or the future and we involve our thoughts in the past and the future, that just causes us suffering. That doesn't help us at all. That just makes us sad. Because we are never in the past. We are never in the future. We're only in the now. So. Super metal. Bro's just biking out here. Yeah, there's pretty impressive. A lot of these trails are made for bikes, because this rock is incredibly rugged. That dude was just coasting over it. Awesome. Taking the jacket back off. It is starting to get hot again. I think it's just the afternoon heat it's raising the temperature by probably about like 10 degrees, and My back is actually soaked in sweat already, so I don't want to sweat through my fleece layer here. I want this to remain useful. I have yet to drink any water. I am pretty hydrated and I feel fine, but I'm honestly like feeling good. I'm trying to wait to get to a good resting spot. A lot of these spots on the trail are like not super ideal to chill. Also just passed two gals and 2 dogs, making the number of people that I've passed now 4? No, 5. 2 guys running, 2 guys, 1 biker, 2 gals. 5 people total. It's a quiet day today, but just absolutely gorgeous weather. As previously stated, you guys already know what's up. But it does look like we're getting closer to Elk Pond. Right now I'm coming off the ridge and descending into kind of like a gully area. I believe the Overlook is back that way. So I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna descend in and then hit the ponds. I'm trying to decide if I wanna do the Overlook of Elk Falls or just go to Elk Falls itself. I also don't know if it's like gonna show anything this time of year. I have no idea. I'm just randomly deciding to do this hike. Coming up on about 3 miles though. I'm digging all the downhill switchbacks, but all I can think about is the fact that I'm gonna have to just go right back up all this. What comes around goes around. This hike is really cool until you see that cars can get here and then there's a bunch of bulldozers. It's a pretty developed park, meaning like there are roads and buildings and stuff, which is not like most state parks. There's maybe like a visitor center, I'd say, in most. Oh wow, guys, look at this. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try and zoom in. The wind is like going across this field. That is so cool. I don't know if you can see that. That is just epic. Wow. So on, off, on, off, on, off. The wind in the gully is much worse. It's very intense, putting the jacket back on. It calmed down for like half a second, and then it was back to being pretty atrocious again. I do need to stop and drink some water soon to reset my body. I'm honestly still feeling really good though, which is why I'm still just kind of trekking on. Hi there, how are ya? This is actually the first time I've been here. I was like, isn't this supposed to be a pond? And then it's full of cats.
The first time I've been here too, it's like, wait, I'm on my way, and there's nothing.
I know. I always think it's like funny when you're in a natural place and then you look out and there's like a truck driving by and you're like, well, I could have just driven here, I guess. Alrighty, guys, made it to Lion's Back. I got another 1.1 miles to get to the Elk Falls Overlook. I think what I decided is I'm gonna hit the Overlook, and if the Overlook is satisfactory, then I might just go back. Otherwise I might go to the actual falls. But yeah, I'm deciding on Overlook. So I think that's more of the view I've been searching for. And check it out, walking on some ice. Hopefully I didn't need to bring micro spikes. Also, this camera's about to die. Gonna have to switch to my phone. Alright, first break. Found a nice rock to sit on. I'm at about 4 miles. I'm gonna drink some water, finally. Yeah, getting a little tired, but got another mile to get halfway. Let's go. Alrighty Alrighty guys, well, we're on the phone cam now. Switching over because my camera died. Sometimes I don't even know why don't I just record everything on the phone? It's probably easier. Yeah, just had a good snack. Had some pretzels and a banana, which is pretty much all I brought. Drank half a Gatorade and a good amount of my first water bottle. I like to think that you're doing good. I mean, really, if you make it halfway and you've used half your water, that's good. Honestly though, in terms of being like a survival hiker, you could kill all your water by halfway and you'd be fine to make it back. You're gonna survive, right? It's not gonna be fun, but that's not ideal. But in this scenario, so long as I have a little bit, I'll be okay. I definitely feel like my body's rehydrated and the temperature is feeling a lot better too. The aspens are out. It's a little snowy on this trail, but overall just beautiful. This is the Lion's Back. We're gonna hike this for like a mile and then I should get the Elk Falls Overlook. Should be pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty sick. Yeehaw. I'm starting to breathe hard. Decided to check the elevation for gits and chiggles. 9,120 right now. Whew. 9,000 feet. Got a fallen tree here from the wind or something. I don't know, guys. This just seems like it was meant for me. Among the wreckage. Among the wreckage. Isn't this great? It's a great stick. Yo, apparently I'm only 0.2 miles from Elk Falls Overlook. I don't know how that happened, but all right, cool. This is a cool little crossroads. Look, you got like the Chimney Rock crossroads, and then you got the Lion's Back crossroads, and then you got West Meadow. Woo! All right, guys. Just about to Elk Falls Overlook. Woo. Wow. Okay. The Overlook is here. Looks like it's another mile to Lion's Head. I think that the falls are actually supposed to be there, but they're not running right now, is my understanding. Still a very, very, very beautiful view. Alrighty guys, I am on the Lion's Head Loop Trail. About to get to the actual tippy top, which is sick. It's windy as fuck out here. All right, everybody. 5 miles in, the Lion's Head. Woo! The Lion's Head and my bald head. That's a pretty good view. Not bad. Wow. These houses down here are really cool. I wouldn't mind living there. See the mountains off in the distance. Do hard things. It's rewarding. You know, truthfully, I don't have anything figured out. I take it day by day, do the best that I can, and that's it, you know? That's all we can ever really do. Show up, do our best, and call it a day. And sometimes your best gets you good views. Other times, maybe not. It's a beautiful place that we live. Absolutely beautiful. Happy to be here, that's all. You can do anything if you set your mind to it. You can do it if you set your mind to it. You can't do anything. Anything. I mean, like, you're alive and you're in your body, and we have electricity meat brains that we can use to create our universe. Let's go! What's up, YouTube? Back here with another video. We're at the top of Lion's Den, Colorado. I just wanted to say what's up, YouTube. Alright, what up, gang? I'm at mile 7. I decided to just head back the same way. I was thinking about doing a additional meadow loop. It was like an extra 2 miles, but I'm feeling pretty satisfied as it is, and I'm gonna end up bottoming out at probably around 10 miles, which is feeling good enough for me for the day. I think also I'm fighting a bit of daylight. Not bad. I probably could have done that extra 2 miles and, you know, maybe caught back in just the nick of time, but I don't really feel like being risky today. And I don't really want to do any trail finding in the dark. So, making the responsible decision. Also, 10 miles is a great day. It was beautiful out today. Yeah, feeling a little bit tired, but just taking it slow and cruising right along. So I met this girl on the trail when I'm hiking, and I'm like, immediately I'm like, this girl is so cute, and she says hi with her dog. I say hi, and I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I like froze, didn't do anything. She's like, all right, have a good day. Like, hikes on, and I literally like had that internal conversation with myself, and I was like, what if that's my wife? What if, man? What if I don't do anything? And then I was like running through my head. I was like, well, we're out hiking. I don't want to be creepy. Like, we're the only ones out here. I don't want to scare her. All that shit. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking die. Like, we're all gonna die. And I ran up to her, got her number, and we ended up talking all the way back. Like, she was like, oh yeah, like, well, like, do you want to hike with me? And I was like, man, dude, like, your brain just cooks up all the worst fucking scenarios humanly possible, and most of the time they're complete bullshit. So you're gonna die. So just do it. Say what's up.